The power of the 9-word text. If you're curious, hey, what in the heck is that and what kind of results can I get? You're listening to the right episode of the Loan Officer Leadership Podcast. I'm your host, Steve Kiles. We are powered by the Mortgage Marketing Animals. And we're going to have a quick little podcast that I thought, man, let's just jump on. We just got off of our sales meeting. I'm a national sales leader at Success Mortgage Partners. And so we had a great call and just sharing some ideas. And Sarah Cox, who's a part of our national sales team here, just doing amazing. Really, I look at your journey from it was almost a year and 4 months ago, a year and 5 months ago now. You were a non producing branch manager, and here you are in double digits now as far as your closings. I think this month we're walking into, you'll have 12 or more fundings. But literally from non producing branch manager to I'm going to get my feet back into the originating and I'm going to focus on implementing structure and process and removing chaos to now decidedly funding double digits and leading a great team and just doing great work. You were on our sales call and you were sharing one of the ideas that you've had or that you were doing. You've got a lot of what are they, whale relationships or Focus 40 qualified agents. You were saying, hey, I'm doing this week and seeing really good results. So Sarah, what's up, girl? You're no
Hey.
stranger here. Come on, girl. Sarah Cox is going to talk to us. And I thought, man, Sarah, let's just talk about it. You're throwing up great numbers. You're doing the work. You have a great business mindset around you. And let's talk about one of the strategies you're using right now to win with your realtor partners.
Well, and I think, well, thank you first of all for having me and for in the kind introduction. I really appreciate it because it's humbling. You go from having a team of people and not originating, not pounding the pavement every day to from 1 minute to the next, like, oh, I'm all in. I'm
Wow.
100% commission again. I'm doing this. And in this challenging market, yeah, we're pedaling up the mountain, and we're having to not, and I love this phrase, I say it just about every day, not be better, but be different. Because there's always somebody who's doing something better than
Yeah.
you. And that's why you don't that's why they say the comparison is the thief of joy, because it
100%.
takes away from what you're doing. You just realize, look, I'm not going to be better than you. I'm just going to be different. How can I differentiate myself? And so, what I've always looked at is servant leadership. And that's always what has attracted me to anybody that I follow is when I see the example of servant leadership and wanting to honor and really look after, anticipate the needs, take initiative.
Yep.
Don't wait for somebody to ask. You take the first step. Don't wait. Oh, well, nobody will say hi to me. Did you say hi first? Like, what are you doing to get out there and to put yourself in front of people to make a difference? So, as an influencer, as somebody who wants to make those differences, this is an agent who last year she closed 25 transactions on her own. I don't believe she even has a transaction coordinator. Maybe she does. I don't know. I only interact with her. We met for the first time about a month ago,
Yep.
but had worked together on 4, maybe 5 transactions last fall and winter.
Hey,
And
so
that
hold
was
on. So let's set this up. So this is an agent last year you prospected and y'all didn't know each other last year before you prospected her and really followed the process. So you're
right.
a huge I mean you're the part you're so good, like you're not only you all in, you show up to call stars, you're making your calls, you're doing the work.
Breakfast
This was some
Club.
yeah, Breakfast Club. We're going to Freedom Club next week. You'll actually be speaking and sharing what you're doing to have great success, which I'm totally thrilled about. But you have literally you implemented Thor's Hammer. You went after qualified agents. This is an agent you met last year, and you've been working to build the relationship. And you've already closed 4 or 5 transactions with her.
Yes.
She's doing a couple of loans or a couple deals a month.
Right.
And okay, so now take it.
Cut two, we're in April right now. And at the
Yeah,
beginning of the year, she's only had a few transactions, which she's not accustomed to.
yeah,
She's accustomed to being busy and to
yeah.
always having a lot of clients to send my way. So I asked her, I said, you know what? We talk every Monday. And I asked her, I said, what do you have going on? And she's like, Sarah, not a lot. And I'm really
Mm,
getting nervous
mm.
because I don't have very much going on right now. Every buyer that I've had and seller has said they're going to wait, and I don't know what to do. So then I asked her, I said, well, tell me, who do you have today? Right that we can get pre-approved to ensure it's a good use of your time. Who's in your list? You've got somebody. I said, do you think you have a list of people last year that should have bought a home that didn't, that you
Hey,
could?
hold on. This is the magic. So I love, of course, you got one of the top three scripts. Who do you have today that I could help you get pre-approved? But you took it a step further. And this is what I love because the magic happened whenever you followed up with who do you have that you worked with in the last 12 months, like last year, that you felt like should have bought a house but didn't, that I could help call or that we could wake up and see if they're still interested in buying a house. Like,
Yeah,
what a great second step past just, hey, who do you have today? And
right.
so, what happened after that?
So she was like, yeah, absolutely. I've got a CRM that I use. I could send you the list. How do you want to do this? And I said, this is what we're going to do. We did it a la Call Star style, where we got on a Zoom together. I told her, hey, this is what I'm going to say. It's the Dr. Butler script. Hey, I'm calling you on behalf of Perla Vasquez. This is what she said. She told me that you guys were supposed to work together last year, and ultimately you didn't end up buying. So are you still looking to purchase a home in the Dallas Fort Worth market? I'm telling you, Steve,
Money.
I called maybe 6 or 7 people. It was a 30-minute time block we had. I didn't give it much time because I said, let's give it a run and see what happens. So we did it for about 30 minutes, 6 or 7 people. I talked to 4. Out of the 4 are still looking to purchase a home. So what does that tell
Wow.
us? It
Yeah.
tells us that these people are not being followed up with. They're not
Mm,
getting calls back. They're still in the market to look. And it told me also that the agent hasn't been doing what she should be doing, right? Because she didn't know. She didn't know that these folks were looking to purchase a home. Man, she was so excited at the end of it. I told her, call this person, this person, this person. And I said, they're all ready to go. They all still want to buy a house. I said, you got to get them back on the hook. They're going to work
mm,
on their application with me,
yeah.
but you need to start talking to them about, people get more excited about a house than they do a mortgage, right?
Yep.
So she's going to start working with them. We have another call on Wednesday scheduled to do the same thing, another half-hour block at 10 a.m. It's right before call stars for me. So I want to make sure that we're both doing it. Now, I am cautious about holding the agents accountable, because I remember that's something that we talked about, that
Hmm.
agents don't like accountability,
Yeah.
right? They
Yeah.
want to be
Yeah.
free. They want to be, like, hey, don't tell me what to do. Because if I hear from Sarah, she's going to be, get on my case about this.
Hmm.
And ultimately, it was very just, is this something you want to do? Like,
Yeah.
is this something you're interested in? And she was. And that's what I mentioned on our call earlier, is that I only want to work with qualified agents, because qualified agents to me means a couple of things. It means that they're already used to producing and
Hmm.
working at a high level. I
Yeah.
don't have to motivate them and get their wheels turning and get excited about making a paycheck. They're used to making a paycheck, right? And on top of which, they're
Agree.
not so desperate for
Hmm.
every
Hmm.
transaction they get that it becomes my like burden and a pressure on me to help get each single transaction closed for them. So it takes the responsibility off of me. It puts it on together. It
Hmm.
reminds them we're doing this as a partner. Let's link arms together. It goes back to the analogy of the draft, right? Where we run faster when we're put in in that racetrack of life, so to speak, of business, and we just run faster and better together. So it was a lot of fun. I haven't done it before with any other agent, and I don't know if I will. She's just such a hard worker, and she works her tail off every day. And so I was really happy to be able to provide that for her. So we're going to do it again this week, and I look forward to catching more buyers.
Yeah. Hey, well, I thought it was great because we even talk about the 9 word text. So give everybody the 9 word text because the whole hook was the 9 word text,
Right.
which is this whole same framework. Because when you've got people, especially old leads that were relationally referred, and even you could do it on your Zillow leads, but being able to text out the 9 words. What were you texting as well?
Are you still looking to purchase a home in whatever market you're in?
Dallas,
For me,
Texas,
Dallas,
Houston,
Fort Worth market.
Texas. Yeah, Florida market or in Texas. And that's it. Are you still looking to purchase a home insert in the state or city?
That's
And
it.
what a cool way to help a qualified agent relationship. You and I were talking about it too. The reason they're so receptive to it is because somebody doesn't trip up and close 24 or 30 or 40 or 60 transactions a year and not have some sort of a process to prospecting. And even the good agents, they just forget. They get busy. They're not as diligent on their list as they should be. And then when you say that, they're like, well, yeah, I had about 20 or 30, 40 people. You said this lady had like 200,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Like,
She had a big list.
you
Yeah.
tell me that there's not some opportunity in it. And what I love too is, Sarah, it goes back to, you're not better, you're different. And you and I talked about this too. You didn't say, give me the list, I'll call them, because then we become a slave. I mean, how many times can you do it? But what you did say was, hey, let's do some calls together. And what you did was really got her motivated, and not motivated because I love it. You're 100% right. You don't have to motivate top producers. You
Right.
just showed her some simple structure, a little bit of scripting conversation that she can implement and now see pretty big results. I mean, that's a big deal if you woke up 4 leads in one 30-minute section, when that may be how many leads they're getting in 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
my hat's
I
off to you. Great job
Thank
on that.
you. And then the last piece of it too is that I mean, I really hope that nobody thinks that, and I think that we say it enough, we try to be genuine and transparent enough, but I personally, I don't just stay motivated and positive and all the time. I mean, you hear me, Steve, you hear me have my freak out moments where I'm like, "Oh my gosh, like this has been a rough go." Like it is a daily every day. Who is it? Zig Ziglar that says you gotta every day. It's the same. A shower doesn't last. You gotta take one every day. You gotta
There you
stay,
go.
motivated, and you gotta do what it takes to keep yourself in that frame of mind.
Yeah.
And that's why I start every day with Breakfast Club. I tell anybody that wants to try to recruit me, anybody that tries to talk to me about how hard the business is, and I'm like, well, what are you have you joined Breakfast Club? Because I
Yeah.
need to,
Yeah.
I don't think you understand what a gift that is to our industry.
Yeah.
And it is something that I never knew. I found it back in August of 2022, and I rarely miss a breakfast club. Even when I'm on a vacation, I am there because it gives you that perspective, it gives you that community, it gives you that understanding that we are not doing this. If this job was easy, y'all, everybody would do it. But what we don't understand is that we have to respect and honor this industry. And by doing that, it's showing up, not just for yourself, but for your family, for your future, for everything else that's out there, for your agents, your clients. And it's remembering you are not immune to the pressures and the stress. Don't kid
Hmm.
yourself. Get plugged into a community and insulate yourself, because the naysayers are out there, and the people and the things and the distractions are out
Yep.
there. But stay plugged in,
Your
everybody.
sales community makes the difference. So I
Yes.
love it. Hey, and with that, here's what I want to do. For those of you who are listening who don't know what the Breakfast Club is, go to loanofficerbreakfastclub.com. Loanofficerbreakfastclub.com. We also have a Facebook group. I think there's a little over 20,000 people. I don't know. We have 4 to 6, 700 people a day. When you look at who all's watching, who's attending, and it's just a great way to start your day. So if you need a shot in the arm, you need to pick me up, you need a sales community, or a group of people just to link arms with, go to loanofficerbreakfastclub.com. It's our gift to the industry, and it's a great way to start your day. So, Sarah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for being such an industry leader. Thank you for being a great leader here in our sales community at Success Mortgage Partners. And thank you for being a leader at the Mortgage Marketing Animals. What a great, you do such a great job, not saying what to do, but showing people what you're doing to have great success. So thank you for your insight, your strategy, for leading the way. I count it an honor to be a part of your story,
Thank
linking
you.
arms together.
It's a pleasure
So,
being a part.
all right, guys. Hey, remember this: anything worth doing is worth doing badly. Just get started. See ya.